Right guys, welcome back. Brand new episode with the vegan golfer. And some great news. Golf is fucking back, boys. Get in. I'm absolutely buzzing, as most of you probably are. But this episode is just running through going back to golf and the pros and cons behind that, and Golf England's new policy of play safe, stay safe. And what we could expect to see when we're back out on the golf course. So let's just run through some of the pros. So I've always been more lent towards getting us back there as soon as possible, for a few reasons. Obviously, it's a sport, as many of you know, that we can play. You can play it on your own. Obviously, it's a social sport as well, but you can play it on your own or with another person in your household. And that you can stay safe and you can do it from a distance. Most of the time, I'm never near my golfing partner. I'm bloody either in the trees or in the bunker or whatnot. So it's only on the green area that you're sort of anywhere near other players, and the tee boxes, the greens and the tee boxes really. So that I thought was always a strong argument, and it's probably one of the arguments that they put forward and why we're back so soon. But I thought it was potentially a reason why we could have stayed during the lockdown, but obviously procedures are procedures, and for the security and the safety of mankind in general, it was probably the right reason to shut the courses as they did. But now it's back. What's some of the pros? So obviously the main one will be exercise, mentally and physically. So you can get out on the course, you can spend 3 or 4 hours with someone chatting, taking your mind off things. Even if you're working, if you've got family issues, or even coronavirus itself, you can have a round and just take your mind off everything, focus on something else. And like I said, physically, a good 3-hour walk around a course. A lot of people say golf ruins a good walk, but in this circumstance, then it's probably the other way around. It's good to get out there, a bit of exercise, and get out of the house and get out of the sort of environment that we're in, being all tucked up and sort of cocooned within our houses. Another strong reason for going back to golf is getting the golf businesses back up and running. Me at my course, it's a members course, and it relies heavily on the members to pay for their subscriptions and to put money into the club via the pro shop and the clubhouse. Both of those are going to be shut, but it's a way to get people back thinking about golf and thinking, oh, actually I need golf balls, I need golf gloves, I need all these bits of equipment that you wouldn't have thought about if you were obviously still at home and not even thinking about playing. And that sort of thing will slowly ease, as Boris said, going through into the end of May and June, getting retail shops open. People might be allowed under certain circumstances to go in the clubhouse, and whether it be takeaway stuff, obviously that's to come. But opening the golf courses now is only going to get us ready for when that comes. And like I said, a lot of other golf courses, if they're not members and they're corporate, getting paid and play members to come and have a round at their course. Again, it'll be under strict guidance, I hope. But always welcome in the golf community to get us back up and going again. And probably for the pros, making sure people are back on their course is probably, if nothing, it's probably mentally uplifting to know that their course is back open and that we're moving forward in the right direction. I know my pro is absolutely buzzing to get people back on the course, whether it's in the pro shop or not, but on the course, it's only going to be good for the game. Finally, another reason to get the golf courses back open. For me, I think it's good to use this a bit like a bit of a guinea pig, a bit of an experiment. We're something that can be done outside safely, with little stress upon the actual business itself. So if we can do it, and we can do it successfully, and we can show the rest of the country that it's something that you can do and you can do it well, I think it's a good stepping stone for everyone else to sort of look at us and think, wow, they've changed, they've done things differently, but they're doing it safely and they're doing it properly. And like I said, we can look back and think, oh, we've influenced the country or the world in general, that a business can run like this under these circumstances and try and push forward and beat this coronavirus. I'm buzzing for something like that to come from this, and hopefully it does. So moving on to the cons, and I'm gonna have to have a moan, unfortunately. I'm gonna say I don't like moaning, but I actually do. So that's a lie. So let's crack on with the cons. So one of the issues is going to be, are these golf clubs financially viable? Can they stay open during this time whilst people are still on the course and using their facilities? A lot of courses are going to have to reduce the amount of green staff that they have. So can they still look after the course and maintain it into a safe standard whilst still having members playing? It will vary from course to course and what clubs do and how they run. So members courses, a lot of their revenue is from memberships. So those who have paid and those who can contribute to their club, they're going to give that club a good cash flow to start at, like this time of the year, this season. That could potentially balance out some of those some issues. However, the corporate companies who solely rely on their facilities or pay and play customers are going to struggle, because a lot of their revenue obviously won't be coming in. I don't know whether those companies are allowed to still have pay and play golfers, and whether they can do it in a safe way, in a safe structure. I know at my club at Filton we've now introduced tee times, which we never had before, and that's obviously a way to safely analyse who's on the course and when, and how many numbers you've got there at one particular time. As before, we just had a turn up sort of queuing system, teeing off on the 18th, teeing off on the 9th, teeing off on the 18th, that's wrong, isn't it? Teeing off on the 1st and teeing off on the 9th, sorry. That again is going, so it's just teeing off the 1st. So you're going to have a limited amount of people that can get to the course. There's already been a little bit of confusion about who gets priority, whether people that are working can get priority on certain days if they're off, or whether it's going to be first come, first serve. So all these issues around sort of financially balancing the club are going to come to the forefront over these next few weeks, because some of them just aren't going to be able to cope. Finally, the big one is obviously whether this is going to further the spread of COVID-19. Obviously, everything you do at this time is a bit of a risk, a bit of a gamble. It's not happened before. We don't quite know how it's going to progress. But like I said earlier, I think the only way you will know is to try, which sounds really bad because people are dying, but there comes a point where you have to balance sort of the economy, people's welfare, and the death rates and the E number and all this sort of stuff has to come to a point where we start to like beat it and start to move forward. But golf, it's in its entirety is spread out over a big area. We're only playing in 2 balls as a maximum number. There's the stay safe, play safe policy, which means you're not allowed to touch any flags. You shouldn't have any rakes on your golf course. Our course has even taken out the tee blocks, obviously, because they get picked up and moved all the time. So they're gone as well. So it's basically pick a tee box, tee off. So yeah, there's things we've done to make it safe, but still we do not know whether it's going to work until, like Boris said, it's come a few weeks, whether that number's crept up, whether it stayed the same, whether it's gone down. We're not sure. We don't know. But everyone hopes that by doing it safely, we can carry on and we can beat the COVID-19. And a big responsibility is on us as golfers, I think, to respect the strategies that have been put in place, the procedures that have been put in place, and like you said, a bit of common sense. Like, there's no reason to play in a 3 or 4 ball when you don't need to. Like, you've got one person as company, fine, you can have a nice quick round, you can still practice, you can still have a bit of a laugh, you can still play against someone, you can still have a bit of competition, but it needs to be done properly. No going in the bar afterwards, no socialising afterwards, because if we don't, we're going to ruin it for ourselves, which we don't want, because we've waited long enough and it's come around and everyone's so excited. Right, bum note to finish on. That was gay. So, golf is back. There's no need to be down. We're going forward. We're gonna have fun on the course. We're gonna have laughs on the course. We're gonna enjoy being back out there. The weather is back good again. We had a few days of rubbish weather, but hopefully from tomorrow it looks really good. And like I said, I'm out on the course tomorrow. I'll keep you posted on my scores, how I'm going. Put a little comment in the comment section how you're getting on, whether you're pro going back or not, and also what you score in the next few days over the weekend. It'd be interesting to hear. It's been a while. I'm definitely going to have a few tops, a few fins, a few shanks, mixed bag probably. I doubt any of us are going to go out there striking it, but you never know. Low expectations, you might do really well. But that's me done for today. Like I said, put a comment in the comment section about your feelings on going back to golf and what you get up to over the next few days. Also go and subscribe to the channel and give it a thumbs up if you like this content today. It's been a bit of a factual one. It's not been too exciting. However, I felt it needed to be said. So,
live here, Balotelli.